Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for fitness and nutrition. Magandang Monday po sa ating lahat. This coaching conversation is for every individuals who wanted to take control of their overall well-being, starting with fitness and nutrition. Okay, and thank you for joining me live today. Please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you're coming from. And please do tag a friend or circulate this video um, to help us reach more individuals who might be needing of what I'm going to be sharing at this afternoon. No? And you may also give some shout outs to some of your friends, your relatives, yung mga barkada, yung mga berks, no? Shout out to them, greet them, and reach out to them with encouraging or inspiring messages. We all that need today. No, everybody's stressed out because of this pandemic, so we need each other's encouragement. If you are watching this on a replay, comment hashtag replay. I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. If you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. Okay. So, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So, this is another Monday. So, narinig niyo yung bombero. Hindi ko alam po kung ano yung nangyari doon. So, we are on a Monday. Again, it's 2 p.m. It's kind of an unholy hour, no? But I pray that each and every one of you are here with me and you're ready to hop in with me as we talk about visceral fats. Ano nga ba to? Let's have this learning afternoon, no? Mag-aral tayo ngayong hapon at tingnan natin ano nga ba itong mga sinasabi ni Coach Marife na visceral fat. But before that, let me give you a brief introduction of myself, no? For those who have been shared this link and you're not familiar with me or you're on team hashtag replay. So if you're not familiar with me, I am, as I've said, Coach Marife Garfin. I am a certified co-actively co-create life coach. I'm also a certified mental health coach. And I'm a Master Builder Apprentice to Master Coach's Master Builder Apprenticeship Program. We build tribes as we help your unstoppable dream come true. I'm also a scholar to Master Coach's Six Steps to a Six-Figure Public Speaking Career Training. And I am the founder and the creator of my Nth Attempt to Parenthood. This is a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. So if you're a parent and you wanted some empowerment, you wanted to really like have a support group, no, who will understand and really like work with you, move like help you out throughout this difficult time, no, hop into my nth attempt to parenthood. My nth attempt po yan kasi ano, like as a parent, we never give up on our children. Like we continue to really fight, no, for our kids, and we try to be the best parent we can be, and we try over and over again. You know, the fight is never over until like until like we send them off. Even nga pag malalaki na sila, kahit may mga anak na sila, no, they're still children in our eyes. They're still our babies. Okay. So, aside from being a mother and a wife, I'm a registered nurse with almost 22 years of hospital work experience. But I have transitioned myself to becoming a wellpreneur and an entrepreneur. So I am the create I'm not the creator, but rather the operator and the owner of the Healthy Hub by Well Health and Wellness Coaching Center. This is a place here in Tacloban City where it is a place for healthy food and healthy conversation. So if you're someone from Tacloban City or you're near the vicinity and you wanted really to, you know, you're just a bit curious, no, kung ano yung sinasabi ni Coach Marife na place, you can hop in, no? I give a free discovery call here in my center, the Healthy Hub, and let's just have a meaningful conversation. We all need a wonderful conversation each day with the stresses that's going on, no? Conversation that will truly empower us, no, to live life abundantly, live life in a victorious way. So magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So I hope you're ready. So medyo maantok-antok ngayong hapon, no? But get your coffee, get your tea, get something, some chichirya dyan. Maybe you have your chicharon mushroom, no? or maybe type nyo mag-insulin tea, kumain pa kayo ng marami ngayong rice. So it would be good to have your insulin tea. So hop in now, no, join me as I discuss to you about the visceral fat. But before that, may I ask you to really like focus, no? And whatever you've heard, whatever it is that you resonated with, or whatever it is that you're kind of, nagbigay sa inyo ng breakthrough, ng like something new to really like think about. Get that phrase and like type it in your chat box and put hashtag pack my bag moment. Yung ating pack my bag moment is really like when you are typing it in your timeline, no? You're learning much more. So you've learned it, you've got it from the discussion, but at the same time as you share, no, as tinatype mo siya, you go into the explanation mental model. So mas nakaintindihan mo. You get more insight. The learning continues. And then definitely if pinost mo, shinare mo, some people might, might really like be needing that input and you become a blessing more to that person. So let's do that now. Let's be a blessing. Each day is a brand new start. Each day is a second chance, no, to make things better and be a blessing to someone. So let's just do that this afternoon. Okay, so good afternoon again to each and everyone. Excited na ba kayo? Okay, so we are going to be talking about a very like isang topic, no, na talagang it's close to my heart, no. I've been a wellness coach for quite some time, mga 6 years na din, and I've been really teaching people about different body components, no, the different variables that would really influence health, no? Kasi nga, as I believe everybody needs to be truly aware. Kasi minsan hindi natin ginagawa kasi wala lang naman, hindi naman kasi natin alam. But when we are natututo tayo, no, we kind of go into a reflection na, tama nga naman yun, pwede kong gawin yun. So, ngayong hapon, let's talk about visceral fat. And let us just see, no, I've been talking about body components. Last time, I talked about subcutaneous fat. I talked about body weight. I've been going through the different body components. Isa-isa ko po itong tinuturo, no? I'm discussing it for to create awareness so that you can make a decision, no, how you're going to move through your wellness goal or your health goals. Very important yan because we are challenged by pandemic and um, with the knowledge that you're going to be getting, no, with the awareness that we're going to have, then pwede na po kayo mag-isip na paano nyo gagawin yung inyong wellness journey. Okay, so maraming salamat for joining me. I have just tagged in, no, Patrick. His work with me as and I've seen him really like committed and dedicated. Patrick, thank you so much for joining me. Of course, my kindred coaches from Life Coach Philippines, thank you for joining me with Coach Candy Teng, our mindful eating coach, the wellness coach na din to at mental health coach. Overall coach itong si Coach Candy. And of course, Coach Tin. Now, Coach Tin has also been tackling about wellness kasi nga importante siya if you're nurturing a relationship and if you're nurturing uh, a family, no? Importante kasi yung you're in the best of health kasi nga hindi mo maibibigay yung dapat sa pamilya mo if you're not really in the best of health. So, are we ready? So, let's go, no? Let's talk about the visceral fat. Ano nga ba to? Ito ngayon yung in focus natin ngayong hapon na ito. Okay, so this is the picture of a visceral fat. Okay, so if you look at the in my screen now to my left, that's the normal picture of your insides. Okay, that's the normal picture of your insides. And pag nag-i-increase yung visceral fat mo, okay, kumakapal siya. So tingnan nyo yung picture to your right in the screen. No? So visceral fat is a body fat. It's actually a body fat that is situated, no, within the abdominal cavity. So, nasa loob talaga siya. Nasa kaloob-looban mo siya. So, last time when we talk about subcutaneous fat, it is the fat under the skin. Pero ito naman siya is, it's covering, basically, it's a skin. Supposed to be normally, pag nakikita nyo yung sa left side ninyo po, it's very clear, no? But meron po yung visceral fat. Manipis nga lang siya because it's very important, no, yung visceral fat. Kasi it moistens the organs, it covers the organs, it protects the organs. No? Imagine, magkakatabihan sila and when you're moving, they're moving. So pag walang visceral fat, no, magkikiskisan yan sila. So magkakaroon ng friction, magkakaroon ng, magkakaroon ng, how do you call it, parang magkakaroon siya ng ah, magkakaroon ng parang wound, no? Kasi nga mag-iis-isan sila. So the visceral fat is there. Actually, it covers your vital organs, no? And it is there to protect your vital organs such as your pancreas, your liver, and your intestine. So nakapalupot po ito, including your fat. No? Manipis lang talaga siya. So kaya pag tinitingnan mo, hindi talaga siya nakikita. But it is also referred, no, your visceral fat is also referred as your active fat. It's the active fat. Research shows that this type of fat plays a distinctive role and potentially dangerous role, no, in affecting your hormones. Okay, your hormone function. So, maliit lang yan siya, nakakover lang siya dyan, no? At sabi mo, bakit it affects the hormones, no? But storing high amounts of visceral fat is associated with risk of a number of health lifestyle diseases. So your visceral fat is caused by eating too much, too many calories with little exercise. So madami kang kinakain calories pero konti lang yung movement mo. In fact, yung iba nga walang exercise. So the cause is too many calories and too little exercise. Yan yung nangyayari sa ating visceral fat. Okay? So pag kumakapal siya, gano'n na yung hitsura niya. So, parang nalulunod, no? Nalulunod, tingnan mo yung iyong mga intestine, natabunan na siya. And I've seen this, no? I've seen this, as I've said earlier, no? I'm a registered nurse with almost 22 years of hospital work or experience. And for a year, I started my career as an operating room nurse. So, madami po kaming mga operation of the abdomen. Merong dyan mga exploratory laparotomy. So, binubuksan yung tiyan, no? Tinitingnan bakit may bara. So, binubuksan namin yan. And definitely, yung mga total abdominal hysterectomy, yung mga, basta sa tiyan, no? Pag appendectomy, mga ganyan. So, may mga tumi-tumi dyan, no? So, binubuksan po namin yan. And definitely, yung una makikita mo, parang may curtain. So, yung curtain yan, Dayan, ang tawag dyan is omentum. So, it's kind also of a visceral fat yung omentum mo. Talagang para siyang kurtina ng taba, no? Na nakapatong yan siya dyan, parang to just cover it and moisten also your organs, no? And it protects you from blunt trauma. Pag for example, may tumusok dyan sa tiyan mo or nasaging tiyan mo, like you got a bump, hindi nagkakaroon ng injury to your vital organs, no, in your abdominal cavity. Nabukas yan, no? Kasi nga mayroon dyan omentum, which is part of your visceral fat. And definitely, if you're eating a lot of calories, no, maraming carbohydrates yung kinakain mo, hindi yan papapasukin ng katawan mo. It will not be digestive, it will not be absorbed by the body because it's going to be harmful for you. So the defense mechanism of the body is to store it. And it oftentimes na it becomes visceral fat. So kaya ganyan yung sa left side, nakikita mo kumakapal siya. At syempre, pag kumakapal siya, naiipit yung vital organs mo, hindi makahinga, hindi makamove, no? So, slow yung movement na, kaya mababa din yung iyong metabolism. Okay? So, yan yung nangyayari. And how do you measure it? How do you measure your visceral fat? Well, you can take your BMI. Okay? Pwede yung BMI mo, which I showed to you how to compute the BMI in the earlier episode, no, when I talk about body weight. Okay, so pwede siya sa BMI, but basically, madali siyang makuha when you're undergoing the bioimpedance. So, ito is a Tanita machine made in Japan, at nakikita doon yung the different percentage of your weight, your visceral fat, your subcutaneous fat, your muscles, your bone density, your metabolic age, and all that. No? But another way to measure it, no, pag wala ka, is with the use of a caliper. So ito yung itsura ng caliper, no. So nakikita diyan yung gaano kakapal yung taba mo. So basically, of course, definitely yung makapal dito talaga is your subcutaneous na kasi under the skin. So, but there's a computation to it because malaki lang. But it gives you idea, no? Pag makapal yung subcutaneous fat, definitely makapal din yung iyong visceral fat. Okay? Kasi nga nauuna sa loob, nauuna i-build up sa loob, no? At pagkatapos dumadami na lang din yung overflow ng visceral fat mo na pupunta doon sa subcutaneous fat. So, ganun talaga yung nangyayari. Medyo may itim yung aking in my nakikita ko dito sa aking CP, no, medyo maitim. I think it's bumababa yung aking internet no connection. But anyway, I hope mahabol natin no, at makita ninyo yung itsura ng caliper. No? So that's a caliper and that's how you measure it. And there's a table to it, paano i-compute siya. No? Um, we'll discuss it sa susunod po na episode no, how to really get the computation for that. So, and because of the kumakapal yung visceral fat mo, ano ang mga risk associated no? What are the risk factors no? What are the implication? What is the impact of an increasing or an increase or makapal na visceral fat sa iyo no? Well, definitely there will be metabolic disorder. So pag sinabing metabolic disorder, ito yung combination of hypertension, meron ka din may high blood ka na, meron ka pang diabetes, meron ka pang chronic how do you call it, a chronic increase of um, tawag dito cholesterol, no? Mataas din yung cholesterol mo, mataas yung ah, uric acid mo. So lahat 'yun, yung mga remember in the labs, no, yung laboratory if you have your body chemistry, tumataas din siya. So pag madami yan, lahat yan lumalabas, we call that a metabolic disorder. Sabay-sabay na yan. So it is related to the way your body is metabolizing. And then of course, definitely have type 2 diabetes. And you can develop, number three is insulin resistant. Okay? Insulin resistant um, disease, no? And research have found out that visceral fat secretes a protein called retinol binding protein or retinol binding protein 4 or RBP4. This has shown to increase resistance to insulin. So pag nagkaroon ka niyan kasi mataas yung visceral fat mo, you get to develop insulin resistant disease. You get also to develop heart disease, breast cancer, because you know when you talk about breast cancer, you usually any growth in the body, they thrive in a fatty and sugary environment. So pag mataas yung fat percentage sa body because you know fat percentage in the body like really affect the the way your body work, no? Yung function ng katawan mo. So it messes up also cell development. Okay? Napupunta siya doon sa DNA mo inside your nucleus. So pag nagre-reproduce yung cell, uh, abnormal yung na-produce niya. Okay? And of course, colorectal cancer is also another thing. Okay? So colorectal cancer is also highly associated with a high visceral fat and Alzheimer's disease. Okay? So Alzheimer's disease ay isa din ito sa uh, madali kang magkaroon ng sakit na dementia because nga of because nga of mataas na visceral fat. Yes, Coach Candy. Yes, Coach Candy. No? May purpose yung visceral fat but when it is too much, no, nagkakaroon tayo ng metabolic syndrome or metabolic disorders. At totoo yan, Coach Candy, magkakabit. Magkakabit at magkakamag-anak itong mga sakit na ito. Dahil pag umappear yung isa, sooner or later, hindi mo kinontrol, lalabas din yung isa. Lalabas yung pinsan, lalabas yung kapatid, lalabas yung uncle. Okay? So high blood, cardiac problems, you know, mga heart diseases, and even your diabetes. No? So lalabas siya. So visceral fat, basically, bakit may mga ganong sakit, no? Because visceral fat produces inflammatory markers. Okay? So parang pinamamaga niya. Okay? That leads to long-lasting inflammation that may increase the risk of chronic diseases. So when you talk about hypertension, diabetes, insulin-resistant disease, heart disease, yun ay mga chronic disease. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya lumabas lang ngayon. Like it took years, no? Mga ilang taon siyang nag-build up bago mo ma-develop yung disease. And definitely, pag mataas yung visceral fat mo, there is such a thing as a portal theory. No? Science says that there's a portal theory that science coined, no, the term. Visceral fat kasi releases nga inflammatory markers and free fatty acids. Okay, free fatty acids that travel, that travel through the portal vein. Kaya portal theory siya. That travel through the portal vein to the liver. Kaya nagkakaroon ka din ng liver, fatty liver disease even if you're not a drinker. So ngayong panahon na ito, maraming tao, especially women, no, nung kapanahunan ko po, nung I was still a nursing student, no? Yung mga nai-encounter namin ng mga fatty liver disease, na mga fatty liver disease is caused by people who are really hard drinkers. Yung mga umiinom talaga ng mga gin, yung mga palaging umiinom ng alcoholic drinks. But right now, no, even women, okay, and many mga young people are with fatty liver diseases not associated with alcohol but rather on the lifestyle disease dahil nga sa kumakain sila ng maraming unhealthy food, no? So it travels through the portal vein to the liver, and it the portal vein which now carries blood from the intestine, pancreas, spleen to the liver, syempre puno siya ng taba. Yung visceral fat mo. And this fat build up, definitely nag-build up siya sa liver and potentially lead to liver insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. O kaya nagkakaroon ka niyan. So, paano siya makikita, no? If you have an MRI, pwede siyang through MRI, mahal nga lang siya, no? Makikita siya, no, kung kumakapal yung visceral fat. BMI din. So, as I've said, I have shared to you how it's computed and when I talk about body weight, no? And definitely yung bioimpedance. Yun nga yung meron ako, yung bioimpedance, which measures really the different body components, okay? And definitely yung waist measurement through a caliper. So you have to remember, pag 40 centimeters na yung waistline, no, ng isang lalaki, prone na siya to heart disease. May tendency siya to develop doon. That means ganun kakapal na yung kanyang visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. Sa babae naman, at least we keep it at 35 and below. So wag nating palalampasin na, okay? From the 35. So i-measure na natin yung ating mga waistline. Pag medyo nandyan na malapit na 34.5 na, kung gumawa na tayo ng paraan, no? Kasi nga it has an impact in our the way our body moves. Definitely mas malapit-lapit na doon yung ating mga, hindi ko naman po kayo tinatakot, no, pero mas malapit to tayo doon sa stroke, no, because nga makapal masyado. At pag makapal na masyado yung visceral fat, no, definitely imagine the overflow niya, yung mga arteries mo, makapal na din yung mga plaque build up diyan ng iyong mga cholesterol, no, at mga your cholesterol. So kumakapal yan, tumitigas, parang yung plaque sa ngipin natin, no, na parang bakit yung ngipin mo parang may big plaque build up, may ganun din po sa ating mga arteries at blood vessel. Kaya pag kumapal yan, hindi na nakakadaloy na mabuti yung dugo, kaya na-stroke po tayo. Kasi definitely the body does not receive the oxygen that it needs, no? So because it's the blood that carries it. Kaya ganun yung nangyayari. So pag kumapal na yung ating mga waistline, you have to do something about it. So you have to really work it out. So ano nga ba yung, how do we get rid of the visceral fat, no? How do we get rid? Nasa inside po yan eh. And definitely, it cannot just only beget, hindi siya pwedeng mawala sa exercise lang. Makapal siya. As I've said, no, yung unang lumalaki po yung visceral fat, which is on the inside. And the how do you call it? The overflow is now your subcutaneous fat. So, nauna sa loob. So, when you start losing your visceral fat, definitely yung sa labas, naglo-lose weight. Naglo-lose din yung subcutaneous fat. So, how do we get rid of this? Okay, so let me share to you how to get rid of your visceral fat. Okay? So, naputi pala yung kulay dito. Hindi siguro ninyo makita. Ba't kaya ganito? Okay. Oh my God. Okay, but anyway, pag hindi po ninyo nakita, I didn't know it. Ganito yung nangyari dito. Ewan ko ba't nga ba nagkaganito. But anyway, just listen to me. Okay? Listen to me po. Bakit ganyan? Bakit kaya puti ito? Green po kasi ito kanina eh. So, how to get rid of your visceral fat? Una po is low carb diet. Okay? You need a low carb to go into a low carb diet. So, it's not more of a low fat but rather a low carb because nga po yung carbohydrates mo, especially your simple carbohydrate, your white rice and your bread, no? Oh, how many of you love breads? I truly, truly love bread. Honestly, I'm a bread person. I grew up with my dad, no, giving me all the sweet roll, masarap talaga, and it's one thing that I need to really unlearn it, no. So you must be able to go, no, to try a low carb diet kasi nga your simple carbo turns to sugar. Kaya yun yung nagtitrigger, no, na nagsusugar spike ka. And when you have a sugar spike, definitely your pancreas will release insulin. So paglabas ng insulin, kukunin niya yung excess, no, yung sugar mo at i-store niya as a fat, no. So study have shown, no, yung mga study have shown that there was a study, an 8-week study of women, no, overweight women na nilagay sila sa low carb. At yung isang group naman nilagay sila sa low fat diet. And it greatly shows na yung mga tao na yung mga women who were in the low carb diet lost 10% more than the women who were in the low fat diet. So kaya importante yung low carb diet. Another is do more aerobic exercise or what we call the cardio exercise. Okay, so yung mga cardio exercise. So um, muscle toning is something that can be done soon after, no, pag bumaba na yung fat percentage mo. But while malaki pa yung fat percentage mo, I don't basically like encourage people to go into muscle toning. So cardio muna. Ibaba mo yan. Kasi imagine if you do muscle toning, tapos hindi pa nawawala yung iyong hindi pa lumiliit yung subcutaneous at saka visceral fat mo. You look bulky. Parang malaki pa rin tingnan. Para yung mga football player, no? They have big fat and big muscle percentage. Kaya it's better to do cardio muna before you go into muscle toning. Okay? So sa akin lang naman po 'yun, okay? So in 15 studies, no, in 852 people, they have compared how well different exercise reduces visceral fat, visceral fat without dieting. So nagkaroon sila ng study, wala munang diet, exercise lang, no, and they have seen, no, that high intensity or aerobic exercise was more effective. Kaya na-encourage ako ulit nito, makahanap nga ako ng high intensity. Okay, so I do my workout at least a minimum of 3 to 4 times, no, in a week. So sinisingit ko sa talaga siya like an hour and a half. And I do really like 30 minutes, depending on my time, no, 30 minutes of aerobic talaga. I do my cardio before I do my toning. I do toning, I'm on my ideal weight, I'm maintaining it na lang po. Kaya tinutone ko din yung muscle ko. But that's for me. That's for me po because nga po I am maintaining it. But for if you are still overweight, you have to really do your cardio. Do your cardio at least 30 minutes prior you do other things. Okay? So nakita nila, no, na high intensity aerobic exercise was most effective. Kahit hindi nagda-diet, naglo-lose weight talaga siya. So, yun yung importante. So, do more aerobic exercise or cardio. Ayan, nag-green na siya. Kailangan palang pindutin ulit. Okay? Next is, 3 is eat more soluble fiber. Okay? So, eat more soluble fiber. Now, there are two types of soluble fiber. May two types of fiber. The insoluble and the soluble. So, pag insoluble fiber po, ito yung nakikita mo sa mga vegetables mo, your apples, no? Ito, pag kumakain ka, well, let's talk about insoluble, no? Pag kumakain ka ng insoluble fiber, di ba pag pupo mo, bakit buo pa rin? Have you eaten your apple, no? Pati yung kinain mo yung peeling. So pag pupo mo, bakit nandun pa rin yung peeling? Parang buo pa rin. Because those are insoluble fiber. Ibig pong sabihin, hindi siya totally na how do you call it, process po. And yung may purpose po siya talaga to para talaga makalabas, no, yung dumi sa katawan mo. But there is such a thing as soluble fiber. Now, when you're eating soluble fiber, pag pumasok po siya sa katawan ninyo, ipaprocess siya at nagiging gel-like siya. Nagiging gel-like siya at na-absorb well siya ng iyong ng iyong the cells of your body, no, na-absorb siya and it shields the stomach, no, it coat the stomach, kaya you kind of feel na marami pa yung pagkain mo sa loob. And oftentimes than not, no, yung mga taba, hindi siya nakakapasok dahil doon sa soluble fiber mo. Okay? Kaya importante na i-increase natin. We increase eating more of the soluble fiber. So, in a study of 1,114 people, there was a decrease in visceral fat because the soluble fiber reduce hunger hormone called ghrelin. Okay? So, di ba may hunger hormone tayo na ghrelin or ghrelin, whatever it is now. So, now your soluble fiber can be found in your flaxseed, your sweet potato, yung eat kamote natin dyan, okay? Legumes and grains. And if it's not available, no, hindi ka makapagluto, hindi mo alam, you can take in fiber supplement. So I take in ako po ay nagte-take in ng fiber supplement because I'm in the center and oftentimes I just take in my shake, no. So I need my soluble fiber. So I do take it, no. Favorite ito ng mga lalo na before a party. Meron kaming meron akong I called it my how do you call it? Party friendly pill. Okay, this is my party friendly pill. I take a soluble fiber supplement before I eat, no, before I attend a party kasi nga it makes me fuller, parang busog na ako, so that when I get to a party hindi na ako kakain ng marami. Okay, so it's made of your flaxseed, yung ganito, it's made up of all those things. And you can substitute, no, substitute your rice, your white rice with soluble fiber like sweet kamote. Okay, your sweet kamote or sweet potato. And you can, me, I put flaxseed and chia seeds into my shake. Nilalagay ko po siya para busog na busog talaga yung pakiramdam ko. So, eat more soluble fiber. Another is increase your protein intake. So, kailangan kumain tayo ng maraming protein, no? In a study of 23,000 plus adults, no, protein intake was linked to their low BMI. Okay? So, nakita doon sa study, no, na yung maraming yung grupo of adults, no, na pinakain ng maraming protein, bumaba yung kanilang BMI. And protein help boost also your metabolism because remember your protein carries your amino acid, which is the building block of your body, no? And definitely when you're eating a lot of proteins, it is not processed easily, so it stays longer in your stomach, and so you feel fuller, so it prevents you from getting hungry easily. So definitely there's a lot of study, no, na when you take about your lean meat like your white meat, ilang oras yan na process, yung red meat, ilang oras, but you choose, no. But when I'm saying, no, when I'm saying you increase your protein intakes, I'm always talking about healthy. No, yung mga walang comorbidity, yung walang hypertension, yung walang mataas na uric problem, because when you have uric problem, you have to choose also the type of protein that you're going to take it. Pag mataas yung cholesterol mo, you have also to look into what type of protein yung kinakain mo. Okay? Kasi it will also impact those numbers of your uric and your cholesterol. Okay? So, decreasing your it is helpful to increase your protein intake so you can get rid of your visceral fat. Definitely, pag kumakain ka ng maraming protein, you eat less more because nga you are more satiated, no? Mas puno, mas busog ka yung pakiramdam mo. Okay? Next is limit added sugar. Okay? Limit added sugar. So added sugar contains fructose, no, 50% of it. Okay? And a simple sugar, this is a simple sugar metabolized by your liver. Okay, so fructose can be turned into fat by the liver, and kaya kailangan nating iwasan. So 41 children, a study was conducted of 41 children na pinalitan yung kanilang fructose, no, yung diet nila, tinanggal yung fructose, pinalitan siya ng starch. Okay, and pinalitan ng starch and nakita nila it reduced liver fat by 10.6%. Okay, so if you wanted to really like train yourself to really lose your fat, no, lose a little bit of lose your visceral fat, a little bit of your weight, no. So eat more vegetables, eat more fruits and lean meats. So lean meats means wala siyang taba. So talagang purong karne. Okay, purong karne. Sabi nga, so limit your added sugar. Okay, and definitely limit your alcohol intake. So marami, I have known of people, I've known of clients no, na wanted really to lose weight, but they cannot get rid of alcohol. Talagang they miss alcohol. And it's difficult. Yeah? You may lose weight then, pero mahina po talaga. In my observation for the 6 years that I'm doing wellness coaching, mahina. At madali po talagang bumalik. Because, your alcohol kills your villi. In the lining of your stomach, you have here multi-millions of villi. So itong mga villi mo talaga ay sila ito yung naglilinis ng katawan, they absorb all the nutrients, and definitely pag nilalasing mo sila, no, nilalasing mo, then hindi din sila makapagtrabaho the way you want them to work. So, hindi na-absorb din nila yung mga fats dyan kasi nga they're damaged, okay? Nadadamage sila sa alcohol. So, if you wanna drink, no, you take in our insulin wine kasi 3.5% lang. Kaya nga FDA approved siya. Hindi siya talaga defined, hindi siya qualified for liquor na 7%. So, limit your alcohol intake, no? Limit that. So, kasi nga it destroys your villi, no? So, kaya nahirapan tuloy mag-absorb ng magandang nutrition ng iyong villi. Okay? Next is avoid trans fat. Okay? Avoid trans fat. So, trans fat are basically, no, most of them, your trans fat, your saturated fat. Many of these are you coming from your baked goods. No? If you're fond of a lot of eating a lot of pastries and cakes, no, galing dito. Yung mga biscuits mo, your biscuits, your cakes, your pastries, because they are using a lot of butter. No? Kasi nga masarap siya eh. Masarap pag may butter. Well, ang maganda ngayon din is there's zero trans fat butter. I think it was, I forgot the year, but it has been, meron ng mga law tayo na there are regulation. At they have regulation na talagang tanggalin na yung mga trans fat because it contributes to the growth of colon cancer. Okay, so that's why medyo nakikita na ninyo yung mga, if you go to the grocery store, there are zero trans fat margarine, zero trans fat butter, zero trans fat peanut butter. Hinahanap ko po yon when I'm doing my grocery, I look into the labels, no? Tinitingnan ko po na zero talaga yung trans fat, okay? And another thing, no, uh, your saturated fat, most of these are coming from your animal fats. Oh, another thing also that you need to understand when you're frying, or when you like, there are some people who like fried food, no? When you're frying your food, no, make sure that you're only frying enough only for for lunch or dinner, because when there is already an extra, may sobrang pagkain, no, you have to really keep it well in a sealed container, because when oxygen comes in contact with the oil that is in your food, no, kasi fried siya, it how do you call it, nagkakaroon ng change yung chemistry ng oil mo. And when you eat the fried, how do you call it, leftover food, no? Pag kinain mo yan, the oil has the tendency, it has turned into a different it has a different call it a chemistry, so, and it has the capability now to penetrate your cell. Papasok siya dun sa lining ng stomach mo, goes into your cell, goes inside the nucleus where your DNA is. And so, kaya nag-mutate, no? Nagkakaroon ng mutation in the pangit yung lumalabas, abnormal growth of the cell, kaya tumataas po yung ating colon cancer. Okay? So, that's why be mindful na hindi, if it's leftover na fried food, it has to be really sealed well, and you do not reuse your oil. You do not reuse your oil because it becomes, even if it's a healthy, if it's canola, even if it's, oil, not olive oil, but rather it's canola. Yes, any oil na reuse mo, it's no longer helpful for you. It's not no longer healthy. So uh, pag mahal yung canola oil, mahal yung mga soya oil, then use the regular oil but throw it away after you use it. Okay, so in a 6 year study, no, there were monkeys, no, in the study, that were fed with trans fat, and they developed 33% more of visceral fat. Kaya, people try to really avoid trans fat. Next is, if you want to get to rid of your visceral fat, is reduce your stress. That's why we have you have stress management 101 po yung tinuturo natin, no, and we give it for free to a lot of organization because stress, even if you're, stress can cause, no, can cause really the increase of visceral fat. Okay, it can increase um, it can increase your visceral fat because stress can stimulate the adrenal gland to produce cortisol. And cortisol, no, in the study it shows that it can increase, no, it can increase. There were a study conducted, no, that it is stress, uh, increase cortisol, which can increase now your visceral fat storage. So the capability of the body to store your visceral fat is now enhanced because of the increase of cortisol. So reduce your stress, learn how to manage it, and if you're in our organization, you want to learn how to do it, no, you can connect with us, connect with Coach Rizal, how you can like get, no, the or have your organization experience yung ating stress management 101, which we give for free to different organizations because stress has to be managed. We need to reduce this because it impacts our health. Okay, and of course, definitely stress can increase overeating. And it's noted that women with large waist in proportion to their hips tend to produce more cortisol when stressed. Kaya we need to manage our stress. And then, of course, hydrate. So water support metabolism. It increases. Water actually cement your muscles. Yung parang it strengthen your muscles. And when your muscle is strengthened, definitely there is an increase of metabolism and you're able to process more your food intake kasi mas nag-increase yung kanyang metabolism because of the water. Okay? And definitely water helps in reducing your craving. And you need to understand that your brain cannot recognize thirst, only hunger. And a lot of times, when we are thirsty, our brain reads it as you are hungry, even when you're thirsty. So don't wait for yourself to get thirsty, but rather hydrate, hydrate. For us, we need at least 12, okay, 12 glasses, 8 ounces of glasses of water a day. So ako po talaga, like I try to maintain, no, I should never, like for me, to be able to maintain my metabolism and maintain my weight, I take in at least not less than 2 liters of water a day. A maximum of 3 liters. Yun po yung iniinom ko talaga. Especially dito sa Philippines, no, mainit at ako ay nagde-menopause, I need really to hydrate myself because my metabolism is actually then very low. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Okay? And next is get enough sleep. Get enough sleep. It helps you in your stress, but at the same time, no, at the same time, it decreases your visceral fat. In a 6-year study, there was a 6-year study conducted, no, at people who sleep 7 to 8 hours decreases their visceral fat faster than people who sleep only in 6 hours. Kaya be mindful of your sleep. So, if you're not doing anything productive, no, nanonood ka lang ng TV, patayin mo na yan and then you can do it in the morning. And also, if you're doing some work, it's much better to sleep earlier and then gumising ka na lang po ng maaga. Around 3 a.m., you can wake up. Because the most precious time for sleeping is actually 10 to 3 a.m. That's the time when the body is actually assimilating. Assimilating time is the time when the body does the repair and maintenance. So, magising ka na lang ng early. Sleep early, then magising ka ng early to do the things that you need to do. Okay? So, it's very important. Get enough sleep. And lastly, of course, I'm not saying, no, hindi to last, no, there are still other things, other research na pwede nyo pong kunin, you can add here how to get rid of your visceral fat. But at this point, no, let me share to you probiotic. Probiotic is very important, no? It helps the gut. And definitely when your gut is stronger, it's able to absorb. When you talk about gut, no, your visceral, your your villi. Yung iyong villi po, yung minention ko po kanina, di ba? Yung multi-million villi, para siyang towel, no? Parang towel yung hitsura niya, may mga hibla-hibla siya. And it's the one that needs to be strengthened to be healthy kasi siya yung nag-absorb talaga ng mga nutrients. She's the one that filter and absorb the nutrients. So your probiotic, pag very strong yan, alam niya kung ano papapasukin at alam niya kung ano hindi papapasukin. And with that, hinaiiwasan yung mga excess na mga fat na pumapasok sa katawan natin. So, if you're not, there are a lot of supplement for probiotic na pwede nyo po, no? Pwede nyo makuha po in a lot of drugstore and other mga convenience store, may mga probiotic. And if you want I have a probiotic, no? We have a probiotic. I have one, a powder, no? Na sinasama ko din siya sa pag-shake ko po. And it helps really in my gut. And if you have any problems to sa gut ninyo, it's good to take in probiotic po. Prebiotic and probiotics very important. Okay? So it's very important no, to really take care of our health, no? And as I mentioned earlier, visceral fat is very important na makontrol natin because it promotes talaga lifestyle diseases. Okay? So we have to remember it's still our we still get to make a decision. Kahit anong awareness, kahit anong input po, if you don't see, if you don't see that this is important, your perspective, hindi naman siya importante sa iyo, then we're not going to really be able to do it. Your biggest enemy nga is yourself. At the end of the day, you get to make a decision, you are in control. So if you want to really live longer, not in a sense because you just want to live longer, but because you're doing a lot of stuff, no, you're still wanting to bless other people, you want to create significance, you want to build your legacy, and you want to help people, then you have to better take care of yourself because your body is the only vessel, no? Ito lang yung, this is the only one that you have when you want to like really achieve your dreams. What brings you to your dreams is your body. So isa lang siya. This is the gift of God. God gave us this beautiful body with all the defense system in it para hindi ka po you know, when our body is messed up when it cannot function well, it's not because it has a factory defect. No, it's not. We're created beautifully by God. Everything in our system are functioning well, but our discipline, our commitment, doon po talaga pumapalya. And definitely all the trauma in our mind, kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng overeating or undereating because of the trauma that we're experiencing. And so it's very important that we make a decision to journey. And if you want to journey towards health, it's difficult to do it on your own. So really, you need a coach. So hire a coach, no, because it will strengthen you to really fight off your biggest enemy, which is yourself. So if you want to really converse with me pa doon sa paanong gagawin natin to really journey towards health, para ma-overcome mo yung matataas na visceral fat mo, yung subcutaneous fat mo, which I discussed last time, and you're, being overweight, so connect with me. Let's have a conversation, and let's move forward to the best that you can be. God has given us a body to steward, to take care of. So this is precious because it's God. We are God's handiwork, and so we need to take care of ourselves. We need to be responsible for ourselves and our body. So connect with me. Let's have a conversation, and let's move forward to becoming healthy. No? Because there's still a lot of people needing our help and needing the things, our talents and skill. So hindi natin magagawa yun kung nakahiga na lang tayo. Okay? So let's do that. Okay? And if you want to journey towards becoming a healthier, happier you, uh, connect with me. I have this coaching program. This is a 30-day journey of creating a healthy, active lifestyle. And never forget that the best project you'll ever work on is you. Everything starts within you. You cannot share from an over. You cannot share from what you do not have. We always share from an overflow. So if we're feeling well, we're doing great, we have the best perspective, then we're going to be able to affect change. We're going to be a blessing to other people as well. So if you want to join me in this in this program, connect with me. Let's have a conversation. Okay, so let me invite also parents. No, I'm excited for this. This is really face to face here in the Healthy Hub by Health and Wellness Coaching Center. Uh, this is a really understanding what matters, understanding your kids. This is a coaching workshop. So I'm going to be really like teaching parents to really understand their uniqueness, the uniqueness of their kids, understand generational gap, how we can best respond rather than react to our kids, no? Because we have, in one family, there's millennial, there's Gen Z, there's a baby boomer, there's a Gen X. So there's kind of really a struggle now how to be able to communicate well and to understand each other better. So if you're interested, connect parents with me. I'm going to be teaching them that, and I'm going to be teaching every parent to really how to create a safe space for their children, so that we can avoid mental health challenges in our own home. And so, if you know of anyone, if you want to help out some parents, connect them with me at 0995 0975 or message me in my Facebook account, Marife Garfin, and so that I can give them the details. So there is a learning investment to it because I just want to be able to have really the parents, to filter the parents who are really ready to take this journey with me. This is a journey that I've undertaken, and I know that this is very effective. I know the value of this program because I have walked this program with Master Coach A, and so and now we are my children, two of my kids are clinically diagnosed with depression, and now we are journeying to help we are journeying to recovery and healing and recovery. And so I know that this work, and so if you're interested and if you're a parent of anyone, connect them with me, and so that we can begin to really starting to take care of the future generation. Okay. So also let me invite in each and every one of you, no, if you're not yet a part of what we are doing, no, a part of what we are doing as a professional certified proactively co-create life coach, let me invite you to be part of us. So if you're not yet a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card and you are still missing all the perks that we're enjoying today, well, today is the best time to take action. Connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society, the 10th maker of Be Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. So enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic and get a full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach. And I'm so excited with this one. This happens every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, again, benefit yourself from a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. Okay, so save the date on November 27. Let's see each other now on 7 p.m. for our next mental model masterclass by Master Coach as he teaches us about uh, the mind of Jeff Bezos. So uncovering the hidden power inside the mind of Jeff Bezos. And if you're not familiar with Jeff Bezos, he is the founder, he's the creator, he's the owner of the Amazon. And let's discover ano yung mental model niya that brought him success. Okay? So when we are brought up into this world, we have our own mental model. And that's what we're using when we see things, when we make decisions. It's a framework, it's a mindset, no? It's a worldview for each and every one of us. But we know but if we know other mental models, if we're aware of it, we can use that mental model for a certain situation that we are in, so that we can make better decisions. Okay, so join us for more information. Connect with Coach Rizal for registration assistance at 0917-586-1661. Okay, so if you are also someone who want to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. And this is a CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. So CPD is all about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. And this what makes CACC Life Coach Certification Program the perfect track for your continuing professional development. Okay, so life coaching is a 21st century learning experience that is empowering every professional to enhance their skills in multiple domains, and thereby increasing their relevance in an increasingly uh, complex workplace. And I really like assure you, attest to this one. This is the best certification class ever. And you can begin this with 5,000 only. So connect with Coach Rizal. This is really very powerful. And if you have a PRC, you want to be renew your license, you can use also because this is CPD approved. Okay, so connect with Coach Rizal. This is 21-day web based learning, 3-day live coaching bootcamp with master coaching, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team in Life Coach Philippines. So the coaching program, this certification class also come with program other bonuses, no? So connect with Coach Rizal through 3917-586-1661 and discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So once again, thank you so much for joining me, mga tribe learners, kindred coaches of Life Coach Philippines, and some of my friends who are here with me. Thank you so much for joining me. So do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Tin for relationship. no, at 4 p.m. So if you're wanted to enhance, you wanted to take care of your relationship, join us this afternoon for another coaching think talk, no, for relationship by Coach Tindy Hoya. So once again, this is Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. God bless everyone. Thank you so much for joining me.